Alright, now back to the tutorial. First of all, the spectator can pick a card, any card. In this case, they pick this card, alright? The Ace of Clubs, okay? You leave it to them, let them show it to them, let them remember it, and then if you are performing to a group of audience, just let them remember the card. And then in my video, what I did was I told them to say stop for me. They say stop, cut the cards, they put it here. And what you have to do now is control the card, the Ace of Clubs, to the top of the deck. What I did in my video is that I left the pinky break inside the deck, just like this. And then what I did, but you cannot see from the spectator view because I'm covering this break with my index finger, yeah. And then what you do is you take half of the portion of the deck and then you put it on top. Now you take all the cards from the pinky break and then put it on top. Now you have successfully controlled the card to the top. Or you can just tell the spectator to put the card right on top and then give them some false cuts, or you can do any false cut that you know. And if you don't know any false cut, you can just search it on YouTube. There's also tutorials for them. There's beginner false cut, there is like different kinds of false cut, or the easiest way, which is tell them to put it on top and then you give them a riffle shuffle just like this. Okay, you know this card is their card, right? And then you have to make sure you remember it. And then so when you're riffle shuffling, you leave their card always on top, which is you shuffle the last, which is here. And then you can do this shuffle like as many times as you want, as long as you make sure this card is on top. And then just like this. And then now what you're gonna do is after controlling to the top, now you're gonna give it a overhand shuffle. Overhand shuffle, which is like you hold it with your right hand and then you peel cards down, just like this with your left thumb. All right. But the first time when you're peeling the cards, you need to make sure the spectator's card was peeled off one by one. So what I mean is just peel off the first card. So when you continue peeling off cards, the spectator card will be at the bottom. So and then you can keep on doing it, but you just hold this last card and then you take from middle, and then you give it a overhand shuffle just like this. All right, now you have successfully controlled their card to the bottom. Now what you do is you're gonna tell them you're gonna do a shuffle that almost no one have done before. And by the way, if you don't want to like control the cards to the top and then control it back to the bottom again, if you have any method that can control the spectator's card to the bottom straight away, you can go to this step already. All right, now you're gonna tell them you're gonna do a shuffle that almost no one has done before, or you can make up a story. So you just go take some cards and then you turn them around, and then you keep taking cards, but you have to make sure every single time you're turning the cards around, and then you just keep going through the deck. To the spectator, it looks like you're mixing up the deck, like the deck is a whole mess. And then at last, you know their card is at the bottom, right? You just leave that card onto the top. They will probably think this whole deck is mixed up, but in reality, it's actually looking like this. There's half of the deck facing down, half of the deck facing up, and their card is always on the top, which is covering the deck, which they don't know. And then when you show them, you actually take the bottom half, you open it, and then there's like here facing down, here facing up. And then you take the top half, here's facing up, here's facing down, and you put them together. Now, in the Biseau deck that I'm using, they have like a clear cut over here, like when you have a facing down and facing down cards together, they have a, like a clear cut. See, you can see like there's a big difference in between. You just take it from the middle, and then you show them that there's cards that's both facing down. Now what you do is, instead of putting it right back with the face up cards, you actually tell them, look, both facing down, right? Now you actually put their card and then leaving these cards all turning down. So which is like this. Alright, you take from the middle and then you're like both facing down. Now you put it in like that. Now which it looks like there's only their card leaving it face up. And then you go like put it on the table, you give it a snap, or you can't let them do something to it, or you're like give the deck a kiss, or can you snap your fingers? Alright, now take a look. Or whatever kind of story that you can make up, or if you want to impress your friends, you can like tell them something you like they know magic, and then if they say something or to say the magic word abracadabra, the cards automatically go back in place, leaving one card, which is their card. Okay, so this might be a little bit complicated, so I'm gonna go through the trick again. So first of all, they pick a card, any card. All right, you put it in the deck and then control it to the top. Now you give it overhand shuffle. Now you control it to the bottom. After you control to the bottom, take some cards, flip it around. Make sure every time you flip it around, so it's gonna be like half facing up, half facing down. Like you take some cards, you flip it around. Just keep doing this until the last card. Until the last card, and then you leave it here, and then you square up the deck, and then you show them. Take the bottom half, facing down, facing up. Top half, facing up, facing down. Right in the middle where the two cards facing down cuts, facing down, and then you, instead of putting it back, you put it like this, which is their card, only their card facing up. But you don't show them, like you go really fast. It's like you pick it up and then you're like and then you're like facing down, put it back, and then you go snap. Now all the cards go back in place, leaving one card, which is the ace of clubs, your card, facing up. Alright, if you haven't watched the performance yet, be sure to check that out first. It will probably be somewhere in the video, or it will be down in the description box. Alright, and tomorrow we're gonna film our first entertainment video, so be sure to check that out too, and then like and subscribe or comment down below if you like our video. Thanks a lot. Peace out.